lords and ladies fair, we bid thee welcome, we bid thee share our music and our company, our feasting and our revelry. Was hail to all within our hall, from the tallest to the small, from north, from east, from south and west. We humbly welcome you, our guest. When I look upon this goodly crowd, I surely say, it makes me proud to be your servant, tried and true, to do what you would ask me to. Just say the word and there I'll be, in service to you, happily.
Fool!
And I'll attend upon your every whim.
Fool!
And be sure to call. My name is
Fool!
Well, I mean, I would have preferred something a little more formal.
Fool! Do you hear me or no?
Merchant sire, I hear you and no.
No? No to what? You can't say no to me. I am Merton Sire, Lord of Misrule and General Attaché to the King and matters of etiquette and decorum. Besides, you don't even know what I was going to say.
My nose already knows for 1,000 knows. 'Tis some harebrained scheme or another.
Aha! That's what you're wrong, mister. I am your humble servant. 'Tis the King himself who has this harebrained scheme, as you so quaintly put it, to hold this ridiculous notion of having a storytelling contest for the entire kingdom, and you know about the contest, don't you?
Who, me?
Yes, you were buttering up the audience.
I was not.
I can't believe it's not buttering.
Why would I butter up the audience?
I don't know, maybe the judge is out there somewhere, and you want them to figure out what side their bread is buttered.
That's ridiculous. I'm not even entered in the contest.
Perhaps, but I know buttering when I see it. I've buttered with the best of them, Buster, and that was definitely buttering.
Well, I wouldn't call it buttering.
Really? What would you call it?
Parquet?
Oh, Chester.
Okay, fine. You win. I buttered. I was buttering. I couldn't help it. I'm in a jam!
Oh.
If I don't win this contest, I'm toast!
We get off this whole butter theme.
You don't like the puns?
Are you lactose intolerant?
It's not that, it's just making me...
Oh, certainly. Sorry.
You know how she gets.
Now then, where was I?
It's something about toast.
Hey!
You wanted to win this silly contest.
It's not silly. Merton Sire, look at me. Who am I? I'm the jester. I tell jokes and stories and entertain people. It's what I do. It's my calling. And I know what you're thinking. I don't care about the prize.
Prize?
I care about the fact that the king is looking for entertainment from somebody else but me.
Did he say prize?
I know I do good work. I make everybody laugh, but you.
He did. He said prize.
And I make everybody laugh at you.
I like prizes, especially valuable ones.
I don't even know I'm not allowed to enter in the contest.
What sort of prize?
Why couldn't I? I have a right to, just like anybody else.
I love prizes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll do it. Do what? Enter the contest? Don't make me laugh. You haven't got a chance. Not with me entering. Oh, really? Yes, really. Very well then. Make a better story win. Your story better be good, because there won't be any margarine for error. Right, now then, trumpets, blow your clarion call, and singers, hie thee to the hall.
and I bid you welcome to this hall, which, by our command, has been fitted for an evening of feasting and singing.
For the general merriment of you all, may our evening of festivity recall the blessed event of Christmas, which joins us all as men of goodwill. As has been our custom, King Daniel and I have annually invited guests of the reaches of our lands to come and spend several days with us. Let us bid them welcome.
Here happy new year, and a happy new year, as there we did see, with a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. And here is to Collie and to her long tail, pray God send our master, he never may fail. I'll bowl a strong beer, I pray you draw near, for a jolly wassails then you shall hear. Come, butler, come fill us a bowl of the best, and we hope that your soul in heaven may rest. But if you do draw us a bowl of the small, then down shall go butler, bowl and all. And here's to the maid in the lily-white smock, who tripped to the door and slipped back the lock, who tripped to the door and pulled back the pin, for to let these jolly wassailers in. Drink to thee, with a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. Drink to thee, with a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee.
Lords and ladies, our gracious toast. Bid you rise for our wassail toast. A toast to our queen, Lady Ivy. May health and happiness attend you. May all the joys of this season be yours, and may you be blessed with providence and longevity.
And to you, our most noble league, to our blessed King of England, Lord Daniel. To the lords and gentlemen, to the rulers of our person, to the children of our household, to the men, I say, to good husbands, lords, and counselors.
A toast to the ladies of this hall, to those who are the quiet strengths of our lives and dearest flowers of our hearts, to our wives and our nieces and our daughters and sisters.
And now, a toast to our guests. May the peace and joy of Christmastide within thy hearts this year abide. Drink it well, ye nobles kind, on this eve of our Yuletide. So let us toast, and down with him who will not say, All hail wassail!
All hail wassail!
Please be seated.
It is said not long ago, in the quiet of Nottingham Forest, a student was studying when suddenly that quiet was broken, and he lowered his book of Aristotle to see charging at him at full tilt a wild mighty boar.
Whereat, the student raised his Aristotle again, but this time shoved it sharply into the boar's jaws, crying, Great-o-mess! Great-o-mess! Which means he shoved the savage with the sage.
The wise young man then thought the boar's head back to be able to retrieve his good copy of Aristotle, and ever since, a boar's head has been borne in procession to the table, symbolizing the victory of wit over evil.
My friends, the hour progresses, and all of this joy has me growing ravenously hungry. My good steward, we await you.
before our supplication begins. Stuart, you may begin.
So that good order and propriety may be enjoyed by all, I have been commanded by my Lord to remind you of the rules and etiquette found in your scroll of our great hall.
Guests must have nails clean or they will disgust their table companions. Guests must avoid quarreling and making grimaces with other guests. Guests must not stuff their mouth. The glutton who eats in haste, if he is addressed, he scarcely answers thee.
Guests should not pick their teeth at the table with a knife, straw, or stick. Guests must not tell unseemly tales to the table, soil the cloth with their knife, and not rest their legs upon the table.
And he said, "Hi, I'm Jared. I'm 19, and I never..."
Guests must never leave bones on the table. Always hide them under your chairs.
Guests must not wipe their greasy fingers on their beards. Guests must not lean on the table with their elbows, nor dip their thumbs in their drinks. Guests must retain their knives or they will be forced to grub with their fingers.
We thank you, Lord Steward and Chamberlains. Now, let us begin the feast. My good prince, we await you.
Before we feast, we thank our God, friends and loved ones dear, to those who gather in our homes as the holidays draw near.
Our heads we bow, our hands we fold, our hearts we offer as of old, in thanks for food and fellowship and shelter from the cold.
And now, without further pageantry, let us feast.
What a beautiful place. It must be worth a fortune. Look at all the jewelry they're wearing.
Oh, bright shiny, bright shiny.
These people dress better than we do. They eat better. They smell better. Let's face it, they are better. There's one thing we can do better. What's that? Go home. Wait, just because they dress better than us doesn't mean they're better than we are.
Yes, it does.
Smells pretty, smells pretty. Serena's right. He smells like a fresh meadow after a warm summer rain. I thought they smelled like donkey dung. No, that was me. And me. And me. And you. No matter. Our Shire's counting on us. We can't go home now. We're the best they have to offer, and we are sent here to bring honor to our home. We can't go back without even trying, can we? Can we? No? That's better. Now let's win this storytelling contest for the Shire of Sorry.
The Shire of Sorry!
Maybe we should ask someone? I don't know how to speak to a lord or a lady. Don't be ridiculous. It's just like talking to anybody else.
A time upon, once, excuse me. Ah! Just so you know, all donkey dung deliveries are to be made around back. Thank you.
Wait. Good sir, we are not donkey dung delivery first. We are storytellers from the Shire of Sorry.
Sorry?
I say we are storytellers from the Shire of Sorry, not donkey dung deliverers.
The Shire of Sorry. I've never heard of it. Where, pray tell, exactly is that?
Oh, my lord, 'tis far away. We have traveled long and deep. But, meager as we are master storytellers. And so, if you would be so kind to please tell us how and where we might sign up for the contest, we would be most grateful.
You're good storytellers?
Oh, we are the best once upon a time.
Very well. But look at you. You look like something the cat dragged in.
Please don't say cat. Serena's allergic to cats.
So am I. Terrible, isn't it?
She ate one once. It didn't agree with her. I still say you cooked it wrong. I didn't get a chance to cook it at all.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what happened to you?
Not quite. I'm sorry.
No, we're sorry.
Of course you are. Now, where was I?
Dragged in by the yucky thing.
Yes. Well, you look like, well, look at you. That mode of attire may do you in that sorry shire you're from.
Shire of Sorry.
Excuse me?
Shire of Sorry, not Sorry Shire.
That mode of attire may do you in that sorry shire of sorry you're from, but it will not do here in the King's Castle. Now, I am Mertensire, Lord of Misrule and General Attaché to the King in matters of etiquette and decorum, so I can help you not completely disgust people, but I do want something in return.
Name it. It's yours. Take me. Wait. It depends what you want.
I want to join you.
What?
I want to join you in the storytelling contest.
Why?
Let's just say it's a feather I want in my cap. Look, there's 4 of you and 1 of me. So we'll split the prize 50-50.
Well, we'll have to discuss it first. Alone.
Ah, of course. I'll just be upwind.
This is a golden opportunity. I say we grab with both hands. You must be joking. The man's a nincompoop. Okay, he may be a nincompoop, but he's a royal nincompoop, and his nincomp outranks our poop. Serena, what do you think? I like poop. Me too. I say we do it. Yeah. No. I can't believe it. He knows nothing about storytelling. He thought we delivered donkey dung. We came here for our shire, not for him. My lord, welcome to our troop.
Excellent. First, we must get these some soap and water. You aren't allergic to soap, are you?
Nope, soap tastes good.
Really? Now tell me about this once upon a time thing.
It's really simple. Are you coming? Of course not, no. All right. I can't believe it. Does our shire mean nothing to them? What? Just you wait. I'm going to win that storytelling contest all by myself. You'll be sorry. You know what I mean. I'm a winner.
Oh, a winner, yes?
Can you tell me where I might sign up for the storytelling contest?
Of course, I was just about to go sign up for myself. Follow me.
You don't want anything in return?
Of course not. If you hadn't have asked me, I wouldn't have been in this scene at all.
Now that we have had time to feast on what the good Lord has provided, let us strike the pudding aflame in memory of the light given to us this day and continue our supplication with dessert. Nobles, will you join me? Dig in. Has anyone seen the jester?
No, Your Majesty.
It's a shame. I would have liked for him to witness this.
Oh, really? So I can witness him find my replacement? I think not. You'll only witness the witless. Well, except for me, of course.
Well, he's bound to show up sooner or later. Let us begin.
The names of all contestants have been placed in the bag of names. Bring forth the bag of names!
Bring forth the bag of names!
Bring forth the bag of names! Won't be a moment.
Won't be a moment.
Won't be a moment. Do you have to do that?
Do we have to do that?
Do we have to do that?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
No, we.
The names of all persons entered in this contest have been placed in this bag of names. Now we shall see who goes first. Would you please read loudly what it is?
This is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. Yeah. I got in one little fight, and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." My time.
Sorry, it's just...
I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said, "Fresh." It had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo home's to Bel-Air. I pulled up to a house, about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo homes, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there, to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
That was, wonderful. Did you write that yourself?
It was written by Master Will Smith.
Oh, wrong bag.
Would you please pull out a name and read loudly what it says?
Oh, Burnside, are you involved in this?
I only admit I am, Your Majesty.
Excellent. If only the jester were here. Hello? Does he really think I could learn something from that oath?
Very well. Whenever you're ready.
Your Majesty, lords and ladies, goodly gentles, one and all, for your enjoyment, we proudly present our story. Once upon a, 'tis about 6:45.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time, there were 3 pairs.
Did he say pears? I believe he did. Pears of what?
There was a daddy pair, a mommy pair, and a baby pair.
Goo goo gaga.
And the 3 bears lived in a porridge in the forest.
Wow, this porch sure is hard to live in. I wish we had a cottage. I like it, it's squishy.
And one day, Mama Pear decided to make some cottage for lunch.
Come and get your cottage, get it while it's hot.
But when they all sat down to eat their cottage, they realized it was too hot. So they went on a walk before lunch to let their lunch cool down. Meanwhile, who should go traipsing through the forest than Little Red, Goldie boxer shorts. And he came across the porridge where the three pairs lived.
With Merseyside there, it certainly is a full house. 3 pairs means a full house. Which they will when they find them there.
As I was saying,
Little Red Goldie Boxer Shorts came across the porridge where the 3 pairs were living.
what are you doing?
Cutting to the chase before we get cut and chased out of the kingdom. Little Red Goldie Boxer Shorts saw the cottage that the 3 pairs had prepared for lunch and decided he was very hungry. So he tried the first one, and it was too hot. The second one, way too cold. But the third one, just right. Then he decided to go over to the stairs. 1, too hard. 1, too soft. The other, just right, till it broke with a loud crash. Little Red Goldie Boxer Shorts decided to go upstairs to find some place to sleep. There he found 3 heads. 1 was too hard. 1 was too soft. But 1 was just right. Just then, the 3 pairs came home. Ah, it's good to be home again. Porridge, sweet porridge. Our cottage should be ready for hunch. Wait, somebody's been eating my cottage. And somebody's been eating my cottage. And somebody's been eating my cottage. And all they left was this foundation. Well, we should go think about who did this on the stairs. Somebody's been sitting on my stair. And somebody's been sitting on my stair. Somebody's been sitting on my stair. And all they left was this hole. Well, we might as well go upstairs. Yeah, I have to go to Ted. Whoops. Somebody's been sleeping on my Ted. And somebody's been sleeping on my Ted. Somebody's been sleeping on my Ted. And here he is. Hi, Ted. That's not Ted. That's Little Red Goldie Boxer Shorts, notorious thief, robber, pickpocket, and desperado.
I am no such thing. I am Merton Sire, Lord of Misrule, and General Attaché to the King in manners of etiquette and decorum.
Not in our story. In our story, you're Little Red Goldie Boxer Shorts, notorious thief, robber, pickpocket, and desperado. But we're going to deal with you once and for all. And the 3 pairs were never bothered by the likes of him ever again. The end.
Where did you say you were from again?
Oh, Your Majesty, we are about 4 peasants from the Shire of Sorry.
Sorry?
Your Majesty, we are about 4 peasants from the Shire of Sorry. Is everyone here hard of hearing?
No
We
matter.
thought that having that platoon would help us in your eyes. We see our errors in our ways.
No matter. It was a delightful story. I just wish the jester was here to see it. Who shall be next?
You were right. I'm sorry.
No, you were sorry. Now you're just contrite. Your Majesty, lords and ladies, I am but a lowly peasant here to entertain you for a brief while. All I ask for is your ears, which I will return to you in good time. I'm not used to telling stories alone, so I ask that you forgive me if my story seems a bit odd.
It's not about Billy Paris again, is it?
No, my lords and ladies, my story today is about a king, as wise, as fair, as honest a king you would ever hope to see.
I like this story already.
Now, this king ruled in a far-off land, and as it was, there were some differences between their kingdom and ours. For example, this king had a castle made of grass, a beautiful emerald green grass that closed and sheltered the kingdom from its enemies. One day, as the king was sitting in his throne, he realized that it wasn't as beautiful and lovely as it once had been. And so, he decided that he was to have a new throne made for his birthday. A beautiful throne was given to the king on his birthday. A splendid, gold-encrusted, bejeweled throne, the likes of which had never been seen before.
Now you know what to get me for my birthday.
There goes the surprise.
The king sat down on his new throne and had his servants take the old throne away to the attic. He liked having a new throne so much that year after year he had a new throne made for his birthday and had his servants take the old throne away. Year after year this went on, and every year everyone wondered what the new throne was going to look like. One year, on the king's birthday, just as they were about to unveil the new throne, there was a great crash. All the old thrones that were stored in the attic had crashed through the ceiling and crushed the king. The king had died, and the kingdom was sad, but everyone knew people who live in grass houses shouldn't stow thrones.
That was a splendid story. I thought you were gonna butter me up with all that king nonsense, but really Mertonsire's the best judge of that one. Eh, Merty?
What did you say, Your Majesty?
Do you think she was trying to butter me up?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. I've given butter up.
Oh my. Well, we can always hope. Who's next?
That would be me.
Oh, excellent. And now, Mr. G.S. Turr! Mr. G.S. Turr, let's hear your story.
You can't.
And why not?
Because I've forgotten it.
You've forgotten your own story.
Yes.
Who's next?
No, wait, Your Majesty, please, if I may, with the help of everybody here, tell my story to fill in the gaps that my memory has left me. If I may.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to need all of your help as well. If I point to you, I'm going to need you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Together, we can tell this tale. Now then, once upon a time, in a far-off land, there was a lowly poor boy. There's a lowly poor boy, and his name was Applesauce. So what a great name. And this boy named Applesauce was really concerned about how his applesauce tasted, because after all, he was famous for his applesauce. So one day he went to the local chef, and the local chef tasted his applesauce and was just purely disappointed. He said squirrel, probably because the applesauce tasted like squirrel, because all applesauce used in his applesauce was squirrels. Yeah, he wasn't very good at being a chef. So anyway, as he was saying, he wanted to know how he could improve his applesauce. So he asked the chef, how could he improve his applesauce? Add some ketchup to his applesauce, right? Makes a lot of sense, thank you. And so, Applesauce went along and was trying to get help to make his applesauce better by adding ketchup and hopefully a little less squirrel along the way. That way, it wouldn't taste like squirrels and it would hopefully be better. So then, as he kept going on and adding more ketchup and ketchup, the chef started tasting it and said, ketchup fixes everything. So now he must go off to the local king and hopefully get his approval. So he went up to the king tasted it and goes, Excelente! So then Applesauce was just so proud of himself, He went home and he started selling his applesauce to everybody around the kingdom, even the people that didn't like ketchup and squirrels. So then he became the most rich applesauce maker there was, and everybody lived happily ever after. The end.
Well done, G.S. Turd. I wish the jester would have seen that.
He has, Your Majesty.
Oh? You see him?
Only when I look in the mirror. I am he!
Jester! There you are! I've been looking all over for you.
Why? Did you want me to watch the storytelling contest with you so I can witness my replacement?
Replacement? Who said anything about a replacement?
Well, why else was I not supposed to enter?
Chester, I wanted you to be the judge.
The judge?
Yes. Who but the most entertaining man in my kingdom to judge a contest like this?
Entertaining? Me?
But since you're already in the contest, I suppose it wouldn't do to have you judge it as well.
Fair enough.
And so, we need a new judge. And since all of you did such a wonderful job in helping that last story, you will also be judging it. The town crier will now place her hand above each contestant, and you will applaud for which contestant you would like to win. The one with the loudest ovation will win the contest.
What'd you expect?
Gold, diamonds, stock options.
This is all we storytellers need. Acknowledgement.
Appreciation.
A pretty piece of paper.
Well, I suppose there could be one more thing.
Good.
Okay, Murdy, here's what I need you to do. I need you to take that hand, it's kind of an ugly hand, and put it way out there. Watch out. You guys can do it too. And then with the other hand, put it way out to the other side. Okay, watch my jeez. And then as fast as you can, bring them together. And again. And again.
recall an Italian melody when I was in that region, entitled El Grillo, which was taught to us by the master musician, Lord Grizzard. Do you recall that melody? Yes. Let us sing it.
At this time, the ladies of the courts of the distills of fine tune, called the fading fire.
Likewise, the gentleman will now grace us with the holiday favorite, Landlord Fill the Flowing Bowl.
Landlord, fill the flowing bowl until it doth run over. Landlord, fill the flowing bowl until it doth run over. For tonight will merry be, for tonight will merry be, for tonight will merry be. Tomorrow will be sober.
He who drinks a small wassail and goes to bed quite sober.
He who drinks a small wassail and goes to bed quite sober. Fades as the leaves do fade, fades as the leaves do fade, fades as the leaves do fade, and dies in October.
He who drinks the large wassail and goes to bed quite mellow.
He who drinks a large wassail and goes to bed quite mellow, lives as he ought to live, lives as he ought to live, lives as he ought to live, and dies a jolly good fellow.
He who kisses a pretty girl and goes and tells another.
He who kisses a pretty girl and goes and tells another. Ought to have his lips cut off. Ought to have his lips cut off. Ought to have his lips cut off. And never kiss another.
Unfortunately, as does every endeavor, our celebration must come to a close. At this time, we would like to invite any former GCHS choir to rise and be recognized by our audience. Any alumni to join us in the singing of Silent Night by grabbing a candle from the rear end of the hall of the start of the song by joining our circle. Thank you.
My friends, the hour grows late. We have had a splendid feast and general merriment. Alas, we must bid you a fond farewell. However, it is my wish that we assemble in this great hall year after year in celebration of Christmas. In the meantime, may God bless you and your families. Farewell and Godspeed. Our final song for you this evening is Silent Night.